joined for the post-match interview by an ecstatic Paul Moore after a superb Clitheroe win at New Mills. Paul, that second half was simply stunning. You must be absolutely delighted with the lads.
Yeah, very, very delighted. Very disappointed in the first half performance because, well, no, for 20 minutes I'd say. First 20 minutes, New Mills were by far the better team. Really put it on us, made us really have to dig in and work hard. Then we've got the penalty. I think Carlos Meekins missed a free header at the back post. Could have made it 2-0, and then we've broken. We've got a penalty, got ourselves an equaliser, and then we've sort of like killed each other off in the first half, and then second half. Well, I mean, it's unbelievable performance. I don't know what it was that Dave and I said, or whether or not the lads had just said, roll the sleeves up and come out and let's go and beat these. But that was probably the best second half I've had the pleasure of managing a football team. Fantastic.
And given the opposition and given we're playing them away, how big a win do you think that is in the context of the overall season?
But every win's important. It's. I think if we cast our minds back to when we got beat 7-1 against Skem, I said it's 3 points. So all we've won is 3 points. Yeah, massive 3 points coming here and winning at New Mills, because there ain't going to be many teams that are going to come here and win, and they are going to be up there. So yeah, it was a good 3 points. So I'm really pleased with that. But that, I know it's an old cliche, but that's what it is, isn't it? It's only 3 points, and we move on now to Radcliffe on Tuesday night. And what we've got to do now is go to Radcliffe and win, so that these 3 points don't just stay at 3 points and we lose out on 6, because the target was 10 points for the month and we're on 9. So yeah, I can't really. I am thrilled with the win. It was just an awesome display in that second half. New Mills, did they have a shot in the second half?
I don't think they did. To be honest.
I think they had a few opportunities where it's rolled into Hakan, but they've not had a shot on our goal second half, and they've not got out of their own half. And we've had 20, 25 shots at goal, and Danny Mahoney's finish nearly from the halfway line, and he's lobbed the keeper. Oh, awesome.
It must give you and Dave an enormous amount of pleasure when, because we were under cosh a bit early on, that we can dig in, be resilient, and then produce a performance like that. It must give you guys an enormous amount of pleasure.
Well, we've done that all season though, haven't we? Last week we played Kersnashton 1-0 up. 88th minute, Danny Bell scored, make it 2-0, and then they scored 2-1. But they put us under pressure for good 20-25 minutes of that second half, and we stood firm and we worked hard for each other, and we keep our shape really well, and the lads are just so together as a unit, and I think you saw that when we was coming off the pitch. Everyone was hugging each other, and because I know that was an important win for them, and of course fantastic support from the supporters. I heard them singing really loud, and awesome. As I say, best second half of football I've enjoyed as a manager.
And you mentioned Danny Mahoney then. He's made a huge impression, has he, since he's come to the club, and that's his 4th goal. Yeah. And as you said, the finish, it was just outrageous, wasn't it?
Well, it was outrageous. He looked up, he saw the keeper, and he just chipped it like a 9-iron. And yeah, I mean, if that was a Premiership game, they'd be showing that on Match of the Day tonight, saying unbelievable. So all credit to him, a fantastic finish. But I won't take anything away from Jack Higgins at the back, and Bodie, Lee Pugh playing with virtually a fractured rib, which we think is possible. Obviously the 2 lads in the midfield, Will and Sai, and then Danny Bell's contributed so well when he's come on, and Dykesy did really well when he came on. And Smalley's obviously run through the trenches in that first half with the boggy pitch. So listen, Hakan's pulled off 2 great saves in that first half to keep us in it, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Sticking together as a team and winning the football match, and we've just got a very, very good side, haven't we? Very good side.
We have. And how's Mark Buchan? He came off in the first half. Was he struggling? Obviously picked up a knock of some sort.
Yeah, I think he went in to challenge a lad out wide, and as he's gone in, the lads need him in his thigh, so he's got a dead leg. Chances are he won't be available Saturday. Lee Pugh won't be available Saturday with his ribs. But we'll just have a bit of a shuffle round, and we can give Scott Bacar an opportunity. That'll be his first outing on Tuesday night, so that'll be good. So we'll deal with it. It's the way it is.
And just finally, Paul, we've seen some comings and goings this week. Obviously, we saw Chris today make his debut. Scott's in the squad, and we've had to say goodbye to a few players, haven't we? Jordan and Tom have left.
Yeah, well, Tom's gone on a season-long loan to Nelson, so we've always got that option of bringing Tom back should we need to, and that's his learning. We've got young Stuart in the ranks, who's probably going to need some games soon, so we'll have a think about that. And young Jordan, unfortunately for us, who I've got high regard for, and I do believe that he'll make it at this level. Unfortunately, he's at college at Ormskirk, and it was just proving so difficult to get the lad to pick him up for training. He texted me and said he couldn't train because he couldn't get there. We were chipping in, me and Dave, to get him taxis, and it just wasn't working. So I rang Burscough and got that move for him.
And so they'll remember him very well from those two.
When I told them straight away, they went, "What are you getting rid of him for?" You know, and when I explained the circumstances, they were over the moon to get such a player, and so they should be. And I hope he does really well there. But it'll be good for him, good learning for him. He's learnt loads with us. It was sad to lose him. I didn't want to say goodbye, but that's football, isn't it?
That's great, Paul. You mentioned the fans, and they were absolutely eulogising about that second half performance today. So it was absolutely fantastic. So congratulations.
Well, look, the supporters come here, rain and shine, and they pay good money to watch us. And I've said it before. You know, it's not just about us going on there and playing football. We get expenses to go and do that, and we play for the club, and we should be proud to put the Clitheroe shirt on, as we are very proud of our supporters. So thank you very much.
Well, they'll be very proud supporters tonight, Paul. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.